Hi and welcome back to another video. Today I have another vintage camping stove I want to share. The stove was made in Japan. It says on the bottom here. And this is a little Injun Scout cook stove. On the side it says perfect for fishermen, campers, hunters, and all outdoor activities. And it has some instructions here on the side. And interestingly, it says the fuel for the stove is kerosene. It must be a misprint, because kerosene should not work in the stove, but I haven't tried it. Maybe I will try it someday. So this stove is one of three stoves that I know that are pretty much exactly the same. There's this one, there's a Happy Camper stove, and there's the Stesco stove. And all three of the stoves have the exact wording right here, and just different graphics for Happy Camper or Stesco. And this is a coil stove. You see a little animation right there. And these are all based off of this stove, really. This is Take Hit pocket stove. And here's your tank, and here's your little coil, and your flame comes up right here. So this one is American made. This one is from the 40s. Or 50s, at least 40s. And I think this one's probably from the 50s. I'm guessing the three brands of this stove were a copy, just made a cheap copy. And this stove is really high quality materials, and these aren't. But they're not too bad, so we'll take a look at it. It comes in this tin. It's pretty compact. So the tin opens up. I just have a piece of rag in here to keep it from bouncing around. I take all the parts out. There's a pain to get all this stuff out. So here's your fuel tank right here. There's your spout. There's your fill cap. So this has a little lead washer, not a washer, but a little lead insert in there, and that's made for that. If that melts, I think the pressure will come out this hole instead of having it explode. And there's a wick inside of here too. So first thing you want to do is put some coma fuel in here. White gas or maybe even gasoline would probably be okay, but definitely not kerosene as per instructions. Make sure this is really tight. Now, I'm not going to tighten it super tight now because there's fuel in it. It's starting to drip out. And here's your burner. And they have the cork inside here. Yeah, fuel is already starting to drip out because it's getting warm. And here's your burner. You have a couple tools here. This one is a little tiny piece of wire, and that's made for, it's a little tiny hole right down here, and that's made for pricking that, cleaning that out. And then you have this is lighting it. There's a little wick on this piece of metal. So what you could do is you could dip this, open the tank, dip this down in it, and then burn some fuel off, and that's how you light the stove. So how you light, I'm not going to light it because I'm inside here and sprinklers and coma fuel smell, so I don't want to make a mess. But I have a video on my channel. I uploaded a short this morning when I had it going. So if you just look on my channel and look at shorts, you see a video of the stove running. And I'll probably do another video of lighting it in a few days, or maybe next weekend or this weekend if I get time. So you have here's your three pot stands. So these fit little slots here. So what you would do is have this wick ready, cap tight, light your wick, hold it under here or in here, it doesn't matter, and maybe after 5 or 10 seconds, you'll get a blue flame coming from this jet up here. And then you have your windscreen right here, so you could just pop this on like that, and it just roar. And you can put your pot on, so you put your pot on top or whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. There's no moving parts. It's pretty basic. It's as simple as you can get. It has a wick inside and soaks up the fuel like that. And when you want to blow it out, you just blow air on this, blow pretty hard, and you'll blow the flame out. And you want to open up your valve and release the pressure. So I'm just going to put it back into the can. And when you put it back, you want to have it snug, but not super tight. And everything goes in there. The stoves are pretty cool, but you know, it's not the highest quality by any means. It's pretty thin metal. I don't think it's brass, I think it's just painted steel. But everything fits in here pretty easily. Definitely easier to put in than it is to get out. I'm just going to put this rag back in. So, as I said, there's 3 versions, 3 identical models of the stove, and I've heard that the Stetco is the highest quality, is the best quality, and then the Happy Camper. And I haven't heard many good things about this, but I have used it a few times, and it's fine. It's just you have to trust it and be careful what you're doing. But I like this one the best because of the graphics on the can. It's really pretty neat, and it's pretty rare stoves. They're probably, you know, it's probably from the 50s. It's probably 70 odd years old, and there's not many of these around, so it's a great piece to have for a display or to use it once in a while. And it should work pretty decent outdoors too, because it has a nice windscreen on it, and this does give off a really good heat. It works really well. So again, if you want to see the video of it running, I have a little short video, short on my channel. You can watch it. I'm not gonna light it right now, but if anyone wants to see the whole process of lighting it, setting it up, just make a comment, and I'll do that as soon as I can. And yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Thanks for watching. Another cool stove video, and see you next time.